All right, welcome to Eagles Stadium for tonight's broadcast of a quick and fast contest between the homestanding Eagles and the visiting Minutemen of Lewis County High School. I'm Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are anticipating a game, there's nothing better than this one.
Yeah, I say this game is going to be. I mean, you could argue there's a.
Put the mic outside. Look, you could argue that this is the game of the season right now, at least so far. I mean, we have two very good teams, a very good offensive team in Lewis County.
Yes.
A very good defensive team in RCB.
Yep. I mean, look, it's just going to be a game where you got two teams that have looked good at times. Lewis County comes in with a perfect 5-0 record. Can't fault
that.
Can't do better than that, you know. And every game they've won by multiple goals, so they really haven't been in a game to. So I guess that's the one thing tonight to see if RCB can maybe get them in a game where they actually have to go down to the wire in a tight game, where it's a one-goal game or a tie game late, and they have to see how that works.
For sure.
Because to this point, they've always been, you know, they've won by multiple goals every game. But that also says how good their offense is. And you know, they've beaten some good teams. I saw, you know, obviously a 2-0 over Fairmont Senior. We know how good Fairmont Senior is every year, and they beat them. Like I said, 2-0. And, you know, we talk about the offense, but the defense of Lewis County has yielded 1 goal in 5 games. I mean, that is impressive. There's just no other way to say it. And that's one thing, you know, to talk about with this game is that, you know, can RCB put some pressure on them? Because obviously the 1 goal they gave up was a 4-0 game, and they gave up 1 late to make it 4-1. So the game was over, and they gave up a goal. That's the only goal they've given up. If RCB could possibly get an early goal here and put them underneath
some pressure.
You know, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But, you know, this team at Lewis County is a very veteran team, a lot of seniors. As a matter of fact, 23 of their 26 goals they've scored this year has been scored by seniors for Lewis County. So,
right, and it's kind of, you know, they're an impressive team.
Yep. So, you know, and last year they won the sectional championships. Like I said, they returned most of their players from a sectional champion squad. So
it's going to be really interesting to see how we do.
Yep. As the goalkeeper from Lewis County comes out and gets the ball. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, gets a good punt there. Gets around the 45 of RCB. Zaya Gabbert, though, settles. But here comes Corsini. Corsini playing a little bit lower, not necessarily up top like he has at times. He's playing more of a midfield role.
Well, and I to be honest, I kind of think that's where he needs to be. Now, that's a really, I guess, like he thought the triangle, somebody was going to move there. And so maybe there's a little bit here of like...
and you got Jackson LeVake and Jackson McCain, you know, Jackson and Jackson up top.
Sure.
If they graduate from law school, then you have your law firm right there, Jackson Attorneys at Law.
Well, you know, I think I know why Anthony's playing a little deeper. Mm-hmm. This midfield 3 of Carson, Anthony, and it looks like they're playing a 4. But, well, because what they're doing is it looks like in possession... they are going to a 3, and out of possession, they're going to a 4.
Nice fight by Gabbert there, but good fight by number 5 for.
But that 3 of Isaiah Gabbert, Anthony Corsini, and Carson, I think is really good.
Yep.
We have struggled a lot. Like, or I shouldn't say we. RCB has struggled a lot this season in possession.
Yeah.
And a lot in getting the ball forward. Well, with Corsini and Carson together. There are 2 players who really do well with the ball at their feet in possession.
Absolutely. McCain with a steal there, but good job by Lewis County, but still stays with RCB.
Brad is really pressing aggressively. I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, you are absolutely right. The tone that we set from the jump, or the Bird sets from the jump.
Yeah. Because, like I said, you know, you got a team who has been very good. And, like I said, they're battle-tested. Maybe not this year so much because, like I said, they've kind of seen the cruise a little bit this year. But, you know, last year they were the sectional champions. They played Grafton. Yeah, great ball there. Nice drop at pace.
Well, a little heavy.
A little heavy, but I like the idea. I like that thought. I really like that thought from Chase Davis there to Jackson LeVake.
Yeah.
Nice job by Caden winning that on the one touch.
We have a big shout out, thank you to Caleb Unega, who's our camera guy today. Turned around to just that inch of the ball. What a good pass there. And off air, Steve, we were talking about this left side here with Carson. Oh no, Rosie, I would not. That
nice job by Corsini there to step across, get that ball, and kind of
figure it out.
Let's say McCain there got was it number 3? Jared Flanagan just gave him a nice little shoulder there to knock him off the ball. Nothing illegal though, so
no. I expect this contest tonight. Carson's playing a little farther forward.
Yeah,
I expect this contest to be a little spicier.
Yeah.
This kind of
nice move by Gabbard.
I'm telling you, that trio is really good.
Yeah.
If they can get some understanding and some fluency together, they've got a lot of good attributes. Isaiah is your physical presser.
Yeah.
Anthony's going to clean up for you. Carson's going to move the ball in direct traffic.
Yeah.
That's what they're really, really good at. And that having Anthony, who is a great
Bradley
athlete,
Burnett does a nice job running into space, and another through ball and little miscommunication there, or maybe just the sweeper didn't know if the goalkeeper was going to get to it. And there's Bradley Burnett using
a heads-up play,
using his body to get that throw in for RCB. Here comes Chase Davis, gets it to Corsini. Corsini looking to switch, but but it gets through. Can LeVake?
Listen.
That was a good. And look, I see Garrett there clapping. And I agree. That was good effort on his part. And putting that ball on the ground is a good idea tonight because it is still slippery from the rain from earlier. So
for sure,
it's not going to be such an easy night, even on more routine balls. It's going to be harder for the keeper. So
absolutely
testing him a little bit is not a bad idea.
Well, and this is one of those now. Goalkeeping glove technology is radically different.
Yes.
Now than it was 20 years ago. But, things still slip. You still get, moisture still collects on.
To be fair, the gloves actually, when I was younger, they didn't actually give you a better grip. It usually probably gave you worse grip. The idea was that it wouldn't sting your hands so much because if a ball came off to you and you would rocket it into you, your hands wouldn't break or something. That's more what it was for.
I just always get bewitched now watching
But now the
Ederson
gloves look really good.
Aaron Ramsdale's goalie glove reveals where they're literally pulling a membrane off the glove to reveal this super tack.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you got to test them in an environment like this.
Yes.
Now, and I like the idea of LeVake being the furthest forward guy because he's strong, he presses well. He can be direct when he wants to be.
Good job by Caden to win that.
Great find in McCain. Now, can McCain take? It's tough to take two guys on, step back there, and find another ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's another here comes the Minutemen again, looking for another opportunity. RCB, though, has had, looking to break a streak because the Minutemen have beaten RCB the last 3 years that this game has happened. So it's 3 in a row for the Minutemen.
Let's go, Jackson LeVake.
So, RCB obviously looking to try to get that monkey off their back here. Throw in for RCB. And it looked like both guys were getting a little excited there. So,
it was the defender here from Lewis County. I can't see his number. 7 is that 17?
It looks like 17 to me. That would be Isaac Smith, freshman. So
sounded like he said something a little spicy over here.
Yeah. Well, he was kind of reacting weird because
and then he comes in real hard on.
Oh, and LeVake almost gets that one.
So far,
that was nice. That was a nice thought. Just a little too center, but good job for White to come out there and get that. So if you're RCB though, number 7 there, he's got to keep in mind he's got 7 goals and 9 assists. That's Keller Bennett for the Minutemen, and the other guy up there, number 13, Tanner Griffith, has 8 goals on the year. So they're definitely the two guys. They have some other guys that have scored 4 goals. Like that, 23 of their 26 have come from seniors. So they definitely are getting a lot of their offense from their senior class.
Look and watch this. We talked a lot off air about it because we had that giant break. Hope everything's okay with the Lewis County girls.
Yeah.
about the lack of connection in the front. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got these three guys who are athletes for sure, depending on who it is, but they just don't work together.
Yeah.
We're seeing a little bit more of a work together tonight.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is a big one, you know, because, like I said, not only tonight, but if you somehow can get through your section, there's a very good chance this could be the game to play for a chance to go to Beckley. You know, because like I said, they won the sectional last year. They've already played Hoover, beat them 6-0. Hoover's usually one of the better teams in that section, so they can beat up on Hoover. Now they haven't played Elkins, which is usually another tough team in that section. So we'll see how that game goes. But you know, how about this? If there are odds on the section, I think Lewis County you'd have to put as the favorite to come out of the other section in our region.
For sure.
So. You know, so go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no. It's just that this is the game that forms that.
Yeah.
Because even if the result doesn't go our way or go Bird's way tonight,
yep,
you have to know what could work.
Yeah, because like I said, maybe tonight we'll see how this game goes. Hopefully, RCB will come out victorious. But you know, this can be a good learning experience. What works tonight, you can say, okay, well, we know what works, and let's say they hit us with something and they get a goal on some play that we just don't usually see. It's like, okay, file that in our back of our mind. If we see him again, he's on sides. Levake.
I didn't think that he was, but that was a great ball from
But that one, the far fullback was back, so he kept him on side.
And here we go. Find an open man.
Just couldn't quite.
I'm telling you, Steve. If he keeps it up, we are going to see a goal from Jackson Levake tonight.
Yep.
Or not.
Or he's going to set up a goal for someone tonight.
He's been all action on that left side. And I'm here for the Jackson Levake era. Let's go.
Oh, nice job by Carson there to come back into the play and help take that ball away.
You know, I think that Jackson, he adds a lot of steel up front. And that's something that we're still working on with the other guys. Because we've got really talented front players.
Yeah.
We're just not the steely, and if that was inches away from. Now, look at that strength from Jackson McCain.
Yep.
Appreciate that for sure.
Well, last time I mentioned that one guy kind of shouldered into him, but I don't think Jackson saw him. He came out of his blind spot.
Peripheral, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those, he was caught off guard, but that time he wasn't, and you could see his strength on that one.
Definitely. Well, and it's interesting also, there's
nice job by Corsini there to get that to.
Now look at that. Look at the just Carson Bennett. If he switches on to a little, great! If just a centimeter,
just a centimeter,
just a centimeter. If it's just slightly
more into Jackson McCain's path, that's
a goal. That's a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 opportunity with the goalkeeper.
Yeah. So that's a. I mean, but that was a good ball through. Nice ball in by. They're going to call a foul there and so dangerous spot, and really maybe one of the first opportunities tonight for Lewis County, as they have a penalty kick just outside the 18. Now, probably in a spot where it'd be hard to go for goal here, but obviously, it's possible they might do that, but I would say more likely than not that he'll probably play this in. But White needs to keep an eye on that near post.
For sure.
Let's see. But yeah, it looks like he's going to go.
He played it really flat. That's really interesting.
Yep.
Rosie, good defense from Rosie.
Good job by Rosie to just collect it and just get it out of there, because that's what you got to do there.
Right, and now he's just got to. Levake's got to get out of there.
Yep. Hey, good job by Levake. I mean, yeah, he lost it, but he was able to at least force them to do to kick it out of bounds. And here comes the first substitution.
Here. And I can't tell who the other one is. It might be Luke
McCara. And for them, it's at number 21. That's Cooper Burkhammer.
Well, and I think that's going to give us a little bit more I hate to see Levesque going out, but I'm sure he needs a little bit of a break. Good to see Chris.
And I think one of the things that RCB has over most teams, and I think it's something that we can really use, is I think we are much deeper than most teams when it comes to our forwards and midfielders. Now, we have some guys I think are key that you want to keep out a lot. I mean, we talk about Carson Bennett, talk about Corsini. But, a lot of the other guys, and they're all good, and that's the point, but they can all work. And especially you have, one of the things I'd like to see, especially from those front guys, is since we do rotate them so much, is to look for the fact that, if you're only going to be out there for 10, 15 minutes, run that defense to death for that 10 to 15 minutes. And then let the next guy run him to death for 10 to 15 minutes.
Is Wyatt Crystal go for goal here?
He did it. He did it against Bridgeport. I wonder if that goalkeeper from Lewis County saw that tape.
No, he made the smart choice. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but the
goalkeeper thought about coming.
Well, goalkeeper was half there. If Luke McCarr just missed it. If he gets his head on that and gets it on goal, that might be a goal there because the keeper was kind of caught in a bad spot there because he was coming out, but he wasn't going to get to it, and so. There was room there, but unfortunately, Luke just couldn't quite get his head to it.
Sure.
But good effort. But that was a good ball. That was a really good ball by Wyatt Crystal.
Well, and there's a lot of really good, you can see a lot of training ground thought, action. They got a lot of, it seems like, something like that is a change Coach Min saw. And they are, they're going to throw because Caden was up.
Yeah.
A couple of the people they're headed, they know they can get at him through the head. That's how they're going to score.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you can in a set piece get Caden Min involved is obviously, as we talked about, he is your best winner.
He's your best header of the ball.
Header of the ball of the team. So anytime you can get him up the field and in the box is always a positive. Obviously, he's so key on defense. That's why he plays back there. But anytime you can get him in the offensive end and still have the balance and stuff, that's positive for the team.
For sure.
But he does a good job at least getting something on that. But, unfortunately, they're going to call a foul there. I don't know about
really
that.
Spot.
Because I thought he got the ball. I thought
he did too, but, at the angle that they're at, but he's looking, he's checking with the line judge. Yeah, I will grant him. I think that is the good way to go about it. We've had some good refereeing decisions.
No, look. How about this? I'm not saying that was a bad play. That one goes a little bit high, a little bit training ground there, but fortunately for RCB, that's a little high for them. But I just thought that it was a 50-50 ball, and but I can understand when one guy goes down. There is a tendency, and like I said, I've seen if it's not a bad call, I just don't necessarily agree with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this right now. I really like the current forward combination.
Yeah.
I think Yahir,
and Jackson Levesque is back on there.
You might be right about the assist. I would love to see a Yahir Dominguez goal.
Yep. My idea is, though, if he keeps the pressure up, eventually he's going to pop one through. And whether he's the guy that gets the goal or he's going to make it so it's going to be an easy pass to somebody right in front of the net where they're just going to tap it in. But he's going to help somebody, hopefully.
Oh, now I hate that Caden Min had to do that. Had to make that little miscommunication, and we're a little short.
Yeah, he played to Yahir's feet, and unfortunately, here comes the Minutemen as Corsini could not. Good shot
save.
by Tanner Griffith, but good save by. And like I said, Tanner Griffith's one of the two I spotlighted who is definitely the two-headed monster of this Lewis County attack.
It's in the age of AAU how familiar these boys are. It was Tanner and Caden who were having a little bit of a back and forth in pregame.
But I will say this: I did appreciate the fact that Corsini stayed back and helped the defense there. Unfortunately, didn't win the ball, but that's the right thing to do. Is too often where a lot of goals come from is when the defender carries and then the offensive player doesn't cover, and then you're caught up, and then that's when goals happen. But
here's the thing that I'm a little nervous about. I like that they are looking for these slide rule Higher chance to slide, but like
Chase got the ball, nice.
Like line breakers. But if they don't come off, you've just given back possession to a team that's scored how many goals so far?
26.
You know. Now, I love that Yahir came for the ball, found a teammate, and is moving.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If the ball's not going to get to you, you just have to go get it, you know.
Absolutely.
And, you know, like I said, the other idea is that when trying to do these line breaks, the hard part is if you try to do it from a certain distance. So it'd be nice if RCB could try to get a little bit closer and then try to do it because – you know, trying to split two guys with that. Oh, but he's on sides because that one defender, the one guy's got his arms up, but his one teammate was definitely back. He was on sides. Couldn't find you here there.
I would have liked to see Jackson go after it, go direct.
Yeah, I mean. Is he playing advantage there?
I'm going to guess, but.
To be fair, I think he did get the ball, too, so I don't know if that is a foul.
Well, and Yahir's hurt.
Is he here? Well,
he may have gotten the ball, but he came clean through Yahir.
Yeah, I think if you're there's people at the thing, so Yahir might be coming off here pretty soon. Hopefully, if I were him, I might take a knee here at the front and just.
Well, but you know what? Yahir's tough.
He is a tough kid. He's a tough kid.
He's a tough young man.
He's going to try to help his team.
He's going to keep trying. Well, I appreciate that. Listen.
Does a good job coming off here.
This guy on Rosie is just talking. So I can't tell. Can you tell who that is on the?
I think that is Keller Bennett. Like I said, he is.
He's been in Rosie's ear all night.
Well, I mean, like I said, he's a very good player, but at the same time, you know, look at you here. I mean, we thought, he needs to come out, and look at that hustle, and he saves it, and he earns himself a throw-in. Here comes
that is great play for him.
Great where you're here. I mean, look, you know, whether he's, you know, we'll see what happens here. But, yeah, here comes a couple substitutions. Bradley's coming off, and so is Corsini. Coming in is, hold on, McCain and Carson Bennett back in.
Okay.
Gabbert will throw in. And here tries to get over to LeVake. Here comes.
You got to keep the pressure on.
Okay, can LeVake get across here? Just a little too far on the touch. I think he was trying to go to touch it and then try to go around him and then just hit it a little.
Yeah, he's tried that a couple times tonight. I don't think that's going to work out for him because this Lewis County team is fast.
They are.
They are very. You know, they are.
And you look at them; they're really tall. Like they're just looking at just everyone on the field, and just if you compare the sizes.
Well, does your lineup card give you their height?
No, not completely.
Now that right there could have been a poacher's goal from Yahir Dominguez.
Yep.
And I think he's hurt him. Well, I don't know.
Yep. He's just got the X. He gave an X.
Yeah, but he's. I think he's done his hamstring.
Yeah, he might want. He needs to. Okay, the ref is. Yeah. Okay.
All right. It looks like he's going to his ankle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away here for a moment.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
I'm sorry, guys. We're almost on the ad.
It's okay. I mean, it's as we come back here. Sorry, you're here still in the game. Looks like he's good. Just needed a moment. So glad to see that.
That's really good officiating. Let me say that again. That is good officiating in a high school sport to give a kid a chance.
Yep. As that ball will go through, but we were also saying, and like I said, we were at commercial break, so you didn't see it, but. one of the reasons, because so far I think RCB has had the better of passing and control and stuff like that, but that counterattack from Lewis County on that when they got that ball was rapid. That was fast.
And I'm sure that they get a lot of goals just from that.
Yes.
Because when in that moment the cliches, you can't coach speed.
Yep.
Well, in the soccer game, if your defenders are not drilled of how to handle a break like that,
yep.
You panic.
Yep.
And I'm sure those guys poach goals.
Yep. Now the one good thing is to give the defense credit, they did get back in numbers. I think it was like a 4-on-2, so they did have 4-on-2 in RCB's advantage. So they did have numbers back against it to stop it. And maybe that's something that Coach Min, because obviously he's probably seen film, and I think they played in the preseason, so probably saw some of this in the preseason. So something they might be like, hey guys, if they get possession, you gotta get back fast, because if you're not, they're gonna poach one on us.
Well, and in the early part of the game, we've been switching like what we do defensively. Going forward, we're in a 3.
Yep.
Because we've got 3, and that's kind of like a
Oh no!
Oh my God! What?
Oh, here. Nice job. Is that Carson Bennett there?
Good job, Carson.
Yeah.
What
happened?
Uncharacteristic from Wyatt Crislip.
Well, also that was not great. That was not a great pass back to him.
Yeah,
if you're going to pass it back to the keeper, it's got to be the slowest rolling ball right to his feet so he can go right into it. If you can't do it, you just got to turn that ball outside. Either look for someone off the sidelines or just kick it out of bounds and just let your team. But you can't give it away in the middle like that.
No.
Fortunately, like I said, they were able. Carson did a good job coming over, slotting that away.
It.
Good job by Luke there, but just couldn't quite give it to Jackson LeVake. And nice job by Jackson McCain there on defense.
Jackson McCain has really this season stepped up his physicality.
Yep.
And I'm
sure what I like there is he really just stood the guy up. He did a good job. He understood the positioning of the guy. He's like, okay, you're outside. You can't hurt me right now. So I'm just not going to let you.
Look at this hustle from Jackson LeVake.
Yeah, can you get around? He's going to try to go.
He's going to try to put it on.
But if that's a deflection, yeah, it is.
It's a corner.
So he earned us a corner. So great job by Jackson McCain there to get that corner. Here comes a substitution. Looks like Anthony Corsini's coming in for Isaiah Gabbert.
Interesting.
So Gabbert's going to get a break, with about 13
He's played hard.
Minutes. Oh no, he has definitely played hard and definitely could use a break. Like I said, that's the one nice thing RCB's got is some years like with some of the teams I was on at RCB, it seemed like maybe we had 2 or 3 guys that like we'd substitute in. So if we'd have like.
Ooh, I'd interrupt you there for a second, Steve.
Yep.
That was some real interesting physical aggression.
Everybody say that looked a little iffy. Nice job by save by Wyatt Crislip.
But it's these two guys. They are both sprinter quick.
Yep. Numbers. Like I said, that they talked about those two. It's number what was it? Tanner Griffith and Keller Bennett. They're 2 leading scorers, and I think you can see why.
Why? Because they're poaching a lot of speed balls.
Yeah, that's the point. Is like I think if I had to say right now, I think RCB's midfield has played a little better than Lewis County. Not to say Lewis County's midfield has played bad or that RCB's midfield has played perfectly, but I think we've had the better of play there. But I think, like I said, when you look at
come on, you here, keep driving, you here.
Here's gonna.
If he gets that, what? Now listen, that's. All you can ask from your striker.
Oh yeah.
Outside of getting a goal.
Yeah, he hustled up there, and but my point is that that seems to be their strategy is that Tanner Griffith and Keller Bennett are going to be up high on there, and if they can get them up there and get them in the space. Nice job by Caleb Roselius there because he had, I believe, Keller Bennett right on his back. If he doesn't get that touch, he's onto the goal. And once again, Tanner Keller Bennett says something to Rosie.
He has been like trying to intimidate Rosie, and Rosie just shakes it off.
That's what you can do. And like I said, these guys have played each other before, so
they know each other.
They know what's going to happen there. Another penalty kick. The one thing, though, that Lewis County has been able to generate a lot of penalty opportunities in the RCB final third. So far, knock on wood, RCB has found a way to, but obviously that's something that is concerning if you're RCB.
Yeah. Well, and we've got to push out a little bit more, I think.
Nice job, Wyatt Crislip, to get up there, catch it with his hands, and
good on the distribution there.
Yeah,
I
goes it right to Yahir, gets it to Luke. Nice
Great
job
turn from Yahir.
Yahir, and nice pass by Luke McCara, and then
great ball from LeVake.
Can LeVake go? LeVake's got. Guess I kept that one in. That's an
all right, now keep this pressure, guys.
All right, gets over to McCain. McCain's going to look here. He needs some. He's not right now. Doesn't have any options.
Somebody to move for.
I would say unfortunately that's on McCain. There's no options there for him. Oh,
great ball. Can LeVake get to it?
One thing that you can use against this team, that far fullback seems to be not staying on the line. He's keeping people on sides, and that's something to. And LeVake's doing a great job of using that. Ooh, look at Chase Bennett there with a little cheeky heel. It's kind of. I'm just saying, at least he made it go forward. I mean, we'll like to see if he could get it to somebody, but that's a tough play. That's a guy's got a strong leg there. I mean, that was a nice.
Sure, but Chase is the one that I need to see a little bit more from.
Yeah,
he has a really good.
So it looks like Gabbert's coming back in, and is that Bradley Burnett?
Yeah, it looks like Brad goes 100%, and he's pressed really hard. He needed a little bit of a blow.
So Luke McCara and Yahir Dominguez have checked out.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. The boy that just came in 18. That's LeVake.
That's LeVake, yeah. He just moved positions, but he's still there. He didn't come off. He's played a lot. I mean, he there was a substitution. Nice slide tackle by Anthony there to prevent because that's a dangerous place for a shot there.
Sure.
And does a good job. Lewis County starting to get more possession in the RCB end.
It looks like they've started to really pick up the pressure here.
I'll tell you one thing: every single header this game, people are hitting shoulder to shoulder every time.
Oh yeah,
every time. Nothing wrong with it. It's a contact sport and a physical. But you can just tell that these Lewis County players are going to go right. They're not extending the arm, so they're not doing anything illegal. So they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. But they're
doing what they should be doing.
Exactly. Competing
for every ball, and
that's something to RCB. You gotta match that.
Right. Well, I don't think we're backing down.
No, we're not. We're
definitely backing down. I think
absolutely. We've done a good job on our end, and I think it's good to see that.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing dirty, just clean. Now every once in a while you might see a guy on both teams maybe give a little chicken wing and whatever. I mean it's going to happen, but for the most part it seems like it's just shoulder to shoulder tackles that perfectly clean, but just they're going to let you know they're there.
Yes.
As if they're going to say a handball, so they're saying it came off the hand of an RCB player. So with about 7.5 minutes to go, it is Lewis County ball. Still nothing. First half, is like I said, big game here. I believe I remember the rankings here. Lewis County is ranked 11th in the state, and that's AA, AAA combined. So, definitely, definitely top 10 in AA, single A, probably top 5 considering in the AA, because most of the teams in the top 11 are going to be AAA teams.
I always think that's really interesting to me is why they combine the double and AAA teams
in the max preps. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think you can get them separated. I just didn't print that. But yeah, they have them separated. But did they call that went off the Lewis County guy?
It did. I missed it in terms of the replay.
It's fine. It's just I thought it was so obvious that it didn't need a replay.
Same.
It hit off the RCB defender, but then it definitely hit the Lewis County guy. Nice job, Cademan, once again to win it.
Listen, and we've highlighted this is an night of aerial duels.
Yep.
That's something I think we gotta add into our arsenal. Is one of us has got to start looking at stats because we are winning a lot of duels.
Yep. Well, like I said, and
Another 3 points.
The 3 points for Lewis County.
Listen. I am here for the I can't use the word that I would use for the orneriness is the best way I can put it of tonight, because we see a lot of chirping back and forth. Mm-hmm. The ball has gone through the uprights a couple times, and every time Wyatt has given the field goal.
Yep,
it's good. Yes, Rosie.
Good job by Rosie there.
Listen, you ever also notice that he's the only one that kind of gets a nickname of the ball? Mm-hmm. We just call him Rosie.
Yep.
Here for it.
Yep. Like I said, the one thing about Lewis County is you can tell, obviously, one very skilled, fast, and very physical team. How about this? However this game ends, I can see why they're 5-0 right now. I definitely see it. They're definitely a quality team,
and that's so cool. For a team that's from a more rural part of West Virginia, that's really cool.
Yeah, they remind me a little bit. I remember when I was coaching one time, South Harrison had a top 10 team in the state. Like they just, for whatever reason, they had like 9 guys that all played together. And I played, and there was 2 years, and they were juniors as my first year, and seniors. And like I said, they beat Bridgeport, they beat RCB. They were one of the best teams in the area, and it was just nice to see a school like South Harrison have that type of success.
For sure.
Great
little triangle there. Yep. Oh. It's just that final touch.
And like I said, Lewis County, like I said, this is last 3 years, Lewis County has beaten Byrd, so it's not exactly like this would be any type of fluke. I mean, they've done it 3 years in a row. Hopefully this year, RCB can turn the tide.
Great
tonight.
Recovery run from Jackson McCain. Great. Yeah. I think
I say it's Bradley Burnett.
Okay, my apologies, Brad. My apologies.
But
great recovery run.
Yeah,
from Brad
absolutely. Does a good job standing him up, and then nice job Corsini coming over and defending with numbers.
Cleaning up. Yeah.
Because these guys are, like I said, they're going to be hard to deal with one-on-ones. So the main thing to do if you're a nice turn by the.
Well, and I'm sure that Anthony would like to be a little farther forward, but I think he does a really good job in this lower block role of pushing the team forward.
Yep.
He's not, I wouldn't call him a deep line creator.
So with 3:14 left, Lewis County, I believe their first corner kick of the game, if I remember correctly.
Second. Had one. They had one on the near side.
And once again, Caden Min does a good job of winning the header there. He's definitely, like I said, nice pass. Thankfully he couldn't.
We could breathe easy, ladies and gentlemen.
But once again, I mean, there it is right there. I mean, I didn't see that pass there, and the guy saw it through, hit a really nice pass, and fortunately for RCB, the guy just couldn't put it on frame. But
right.
Like I said, I think the game was definitely started for RCB, but you gotta give credit. I think the last 10-15 minutes have been Lewis County's to have definitely.
Well, and they've done a lot. They've exerted a lot of influence.
And there's another shot on goal. Well, not on goal, but it's another shot, and it's over the goal.
Well, I think it looks like the Lewis County player may have exerted himself a little too hard.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
Looks like we're gonna take a break. Well, we'll wait here and see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, see if it's similar to you here, in that he's got a little bit of a struggle to his leg.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's something that's just a little little thing, and that he'll be fine. But yeah, you definitely don't want to see anyone get injured tonight, because we talk about, this game is about both teams getting better, even though it could be a game that will, could mean a lot. Obviously, could mean everything if these teams happen to meet in the regional. But sectional, it doesn't really affect sectional standings that much. So I mean, at the end of the day, you want to win, but the important thing is to get better, figure out what's going to happen, and also maybe have some ideas if the big game comes. Okay, here's what they do. Here's what we need to do, and here's what we can work on to get better for that time. If that happens, like I said, that's a long ways away, but it's always good to have that.
Great save,
good try there, but nice job by the defender there. Like I said, we talked about how good that offense is, but there's like I said, Lewis County's only given up 1 goal this year. That's
Ooh.
I'd say that seemed to be a little.
That I would describe that as a little soft, little Dwight Howard.
Yeah. So about a minute to go. Nice ball. Corsini does a good job at least turning it away. Can Gabbert get to it? He does. It's going to be off of. That's a tough call. I mean, it kind of was like both ways. I don't know.
Have you noticed watching this throw-in technique from Lewis County that they kind of sidearm it?
Yeah, well, I haven't really been looking too much, but yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I see it now. All right. And here comes another chance with about 30 seconds to go.
Oh, and that is a great reaction save from Wyatt Crislip.
And then about 15 seconds to go.
Going to come one more time.
Get out of there.
Yeah. I mean, you have got to get moving because it's – there we go. There we go.
All right, 5 seconds to go.
And our stability is back.
All right, and that'll basically take us to halftime here. As we go into halftime with the score tied, Robert Seabird 0, Lewis County 0.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 10 minutes on the Robert Seabird Streaming Network.
Hello, and welcome to Harrison County, West Virginia. With a population of over 69,000, Harrison County is a thriving community with plenty of recreational opportunities, historical sites, and a booming economy. And with an ideal central location, Harrison County is within a 10-hour drive of 60% of the population of the United States, with relatively easy access to cities like New York City, Chicago, and Atlanta. Vital to the region is our North Central West Virginia Airport, which serves as an economic engine for the area, providing countless job opportunities to local residents and has an annual impact of over $1 billion. Whether you're here to visit or find a place to call home, there's plenty to discover in Harrison County.
There's something for everyone in Harrison County. Indian mounds, located near the Veterans Park, are thought to be burial mounds constructed by the Hopwellian culture prior to the year 1000 AD. During the Civil War, the county seat Clarksburg served as a military depot for the Union Army. General George B. McClellan held his headquarters here in 1861 until the Battle of Bull Run. The Clarksburg Downtown Historic District includes an extraordinary variety of architectural types and styles. The Courthouse Plaza displays the statue of Stonewall Jackson, a native son and legendary Confederate general, as well as the flagstaff from the battleship USS West Virginia, sunk at Pearl Harbor. Residents and visitors enjoy a wide variety of unique shops and dining options throughout Clarksburg's Downtown Historic District, Downtown Bridgeport, the shops at Averill Place. Meadowbrook Mall in Bridgeport attracts shoppers from across the region with stores of every size and specialty. Explore Harrison County today. Harrison County, West Virginia is made up of 10 family-friendly cities, each with a robust sense of community and culture. Our diverse housing mix includes new homes and established neighborhoods at various price points, as well as homes of character in tranquil lakeside settings. Carefully conceived mixed-use communities offer plans for a wide array of amenities that the entire family can enjoy. No matter what your age or lifestyle, there are options including independent and assisted living apartment communities that offer as much or as little care as you need. We warmly invite you to explore Harrison County, West Virginia, where your dream home awaits you. Harrison County offers services, opportunities, and activities for all ages. Farmers markets in Bridgeport and Clarksburg feature locally produced foods and live music provided by local musicians. Harrison County hosts several community festivals throughout the year celebrating unique cultures, marking the season or remembering the county's rich history. The county is also home to excellent healthcare services from the United Hospital Center in Bridgeport and the Veterans Administration Hospital in Clarksburg to Fairmont General Hospital, Monongahela General Hospital, and Ruby Memorial Hospitals. The area's fire, police, and emergency medical first responders reach every hill and valley in the county to coordinate care for injured residents and threatened property. In addition, the community offers a number of senior citizen services and centers that provide everything from nutrition guidance and exercise classes to medical care. Discover an exceptional quality of life in Harrison County. Harrison County Parks and Recreation offers a variety of outdoor opportunities. Veterans Memorial Park in Clarksburg features a popular aquatic center with areas to swim and play. At approximately 12 miles, the Southern Rail Trail begins at Camden Street and ends at Custer Addition, while the 4-mile-long Northern Trail starts at the east end of Hamel Avenue and ends in Spelter. A fitness trail winds along the river for 1.5 miles. There are picnic shelters for large groups, lighted tennis courts, a skate park, a dog park, an 18-hole miniature golf course, and an amphitheater. In Bridgeport, the recreation complex features 4 baseball fields, a multi-purpose field for soccer, football, or lacrosse, a walking trail, basketball court, and large picnic shelter. The Harrison County Recreation Center offers interactive exhibits designed to inform, engage, and inspire. Built on a reclaimed coal strip mine, Pete Dye Golf Club provides players with many unique features that remind golfers of its past. Experience it all in Harrison County. Harrison County schools offer rigorous curriculum choices that challenge students at every level. The Harrison County School District is where all are leaders and all are learners, with 25 schools serving elementary, middle, and high school students throughout the area. For quality higher education in the area, local colleges include Pierpont Community and Technical College, Salem International University, and Fairmont State University. The Gaston Caperton Center at Fairmont State University is a focal point of higher education within the county, serving approximately 1,100 students weekly. The Robert C. Byrd National Aerospace Education Center, a component of the Fairmont State University and Pierpont Community and Technical College, offers associate and bachelor degree programs in aviation technology. The path to a strong education begins in Harrison County. Harrison County is continually welcoming new and exciting opportunities for economic growth. Located in Bridgeport, Meadowbrook Mall is a major source of traffic and revenue. Harrison County is served by the North Central West Virginia Airport, which offers convenient flights to Washington, D.C. and Chicago through United Airlines. West Virginia's Charles Point combines commercial, residential, and recreational areas into one master planned community. Adjacent to Charles Point is the state-of-the-art United Hospital Center, and nearby is White Oaks Business Community. This developed area of West Virginia's Interstate 79 is considered part of a high-tech corridor. Harrison's job growth has been heavily driven by the production of natural gas. Antero Resources in Bridgeport has been prominent in the exploration and production of natural gas and oil since 2002. The Harrison County Chamber of Commerce promotes a vibrant business climate by fostering business growth with its numerous members. Business and industries thrive in Harrison County. Anybody can live in a neighborhood, but not everyone.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Graham Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongraham.com to find the next show you're coming to see. From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Graham Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're in your seats watching this evening. It's going to be a good second half.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the first half, I felt like, RCB seemed to have had more of the chances the first half of the second half, but give Lewis County credit and showing why they have that perfect 5-0 record. They definitely struck, they're the Empire and they struck back and
they came back in just great at the counter. This team, they play pretty solidly in the middle.
Uh-huh.
They're looking for these two guys at the top to be rapid in the counter.
Yep. To
be very quick. I think where RCB is going to find some joy is if that one, I think it's the left back or I can't remember. It's one of the outside backs for Lincoln or for Lewis County. Excuse me, Lewis County. The Shade.
Yep.
Who's not watching the step up.
Mm-hmm.
One of these times, I think that RCB is going to catch that.
Yep. They've almost gotten a couple times, and so, just long ball up, and we'll see. Bradley Burnett almost has a shot.
Fell to Brad. Well, and they kind of knew that was gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean that was something done that they had seen on film. And they thought, here's something we can try. I think this will work.
Great control there from Rosie to keep a very quick pass from wide under control.
Nice pass by Corsini and
kind of flat. I like that.
Bradley just got it off the chest, but unfortunately, there's a guy right there, and it's hard to make that type of a trap and keep it away from him. But Carter got back. Carson Bennett going to try to get it over there, and Bradley just couldn't quite get it through. Good job, Chandler, getting that one. Chase, ooh. That needed to be called.
That absolutely. Well, and
look, I think the guy didn't. I don't think it was on purpose or anything, but he went for the ball, missed, got the command.
Right.
That's a foul.
Well, he was just late. He was late getting there.
He was late getting there. That happens sometimes, but looks like they're having a conversation. So Caden's going to go up. It looks like again, and Wyatt is going to.
There's some kind of communication there.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
We'll see. We'll see how that affects this one. About the same distance as the one he scored against Bridgeport.
We are that is you will not see that again in your life.
No.
I think. And just a little too long.
Yeah, but too long, but nice try there. Just and good job by the keeper there.
Good sprint there from Wyatt Crisp to get back.
Yep. He did, well, when you're the keeper and you're doing that, as soon as that ball goes off your foot, you have to get back immediately.
For sure.
Because, But here comes, but about 50-yard line, here comes Lewis County. Nice job by Caden Min there and working with, looks like Isaiah Gabbard. Yeah, there it is. There's a call. But I would say, it happened, but ball went up, hit his elbow, and McCain knows it.
Well, and that happens.
It happens. No, it just happens, but there's the seniors taking about 4 or 5 yards, I think, from where the actual penalty occurred.
Gamesmanship.
Yep. And as Wyatt Crystal will watch that go away. He waited till because the ref was actually turned around when he did it, so the ref didn't even see it. The center ref.
Well, and that's kind of on the
and that's also on the side refs. Like the side ref should blow his whistle or something like that and say, "Hey, no, back it up. That wasn't where it was." But hey, if they let you get away with it,
take it.
And to be fair, I think RCB's done it a couple of times too. So it's not exactly like Lewis County's doing. Everyone has been taking advantage of it. So it is what it is.
That is absolutely part of the game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, can we get Brad? Keep hustling, Brad. Keep hustling, Brad. Hey, listen, that's still great hustle from Brad there. I appreciate that.
Right. Caden gets a little bit of it, at least enough to prevent it from getting through. But here comes the counterattack once again for Lewis County. Nice job by Caden Min, who's played really well today. I mean, it's almost like saying water is wet when you say Caden Min's played well, right. But he has.
They have clearly been up for this tonight.
Yeah,
they have clearly been up for it. And I think that
nice job.
There we go. Been waiting for that switch on. It's good. There, I wish that could have gotten that pass gets through. We're looking at a great
opportunity there. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, good idea by Gabbert, just couldn't get it through. So about 36 minutes to go. Nice box out there, but it looks like Jackson LeVake, but he couldn't get it to McCain. And good job by Lewis County. I mean, there was 3 guys there. It was 3-on-1. So
right, it would have taken something very special
from McCain to get that. I mean, that's the one thing I will say is that anytime we've had those crosses, to give Lewis County. But Rosie misses that one.
I think Rosie has had I would say a mismovement.
As it's going to go out for a goal kick. Fortunately, he took the shot. I think RCB was a little bit lucky because I think there was a guy running open in the middle for Lewis County. The guy missed him.
Yeah.
But fortunately, didn't see him, and RCB will get away with that. And look, that's the hard part. I mean, I played fullback, and you always hate that because you can make the right call 99 times and you miss the one that's anyone talks about is the one. But Caleb played a really good game.
What a turn from Brad! Great turn and a great little ball there. If Chase can get it out from under his feet,
Carson gets it.
Carson, now we've got to go. He's on.
Yep.
Because that outside back is just not watching.
Yep.
I don't know, that's like outside back 101.
Mm-hmm. Caleb at least has enough to get it out of the center there, so that was good. Bradley tries to do that move again, but this time Lewis County was up to the challenge. Oh, no. As Barajas tried to get the ball there, unfortunately Caden Min did some nice emergency defense there to stop that. It was just Isaiah was trying to make a play, and unfortunately just fell to the wrong person's feet.
For sure.
So, and it happens sometimes. You hate it. It's one thing to make a bad play. It's one thing to try hard, but go to make a play, and then it just happens to fall to the exact wrong person. And they're going to call a foul there on Lewis County.
That has been a physical battle that finally went RCB's way.
Yep. Is that 13? Yeah, I believe that's 13.
Yeah.
So that is Tanner Griffith. Because last half, I think it was more Keller Bennett that was on that side. So I guess they've kind of either switched them or they just go interchangeably.
Well, and you know what I really appreciate from Rosie is that he has really been pushing.
Yep.
And really been answering the bell to these
but here comes giveaway there of the netting. So with 33 minutes to go, still nothing. RCB, Lewis County. Like I said, tight game. Both defenses have played well. And really it's nothing. And I think rightfully so. I don't think there's ever been such an opportunity. It's like, man, that should have been a goal for either team. There's been some solid opportunities, don't get me wrong, but nothing that I feel like, well, that was an easy goal that they just gave away. So, it's nothing, probably should be nothing at this point. But if you're RCB, you definitely need to try to see if you can get some possession on the other side of the field. It's been too tilted for Lewis County lately.
What a great bit of distribution there.
Can LeVake get it? He's going to get it. Can he get it to
It's just 4-on-2. It's you better be an exceptional offensive talent to do that.
Well, and good job by the fullback there because I think there was an actual there was a chance for McCain. Almost had a chance for McCain, but the fullback then they're gonna call all right. So he's telling him back there. So I guess they must have called a foul, and then he played advantage, and I guess the question is sometimes, like, when it comes to advantage, like, how long do you allow it to go before you say, okay, well, never mind, it's not an, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always that kind of hard part. But here's a long one in, and nice catch by Wyatt Crislip as, like I said, he was right there on the doorstep had he dropped that. And, so far for both goalkeepers, I think they've done a good job catching the ball with their hands and preventing any type of rebounds for either guy. Like you said, the new gloves just are so much better. Oh, Rosie, nice job there. Gives it to Carson. Carson, and he's onside. Oh,
it just can't get good contact.
Just couldn't get good contact. The defender was there, and because the keeper was out, so if he can get something on it, that could be a goal. And as that ball will go outside, and Isaiah will use his body there. Good job shielding it off to get a throw in for RCB with about 30 minutes left. So about 30 minutes ago. So,
we have to keep up the intensity as a team. Like RCB has to keep up the intensity here.
Yep. As Corsini there tries to get it out. Guy on his back though. Nice job by Corsini there to get that. Now he's got some space there. Try to use the.
He's got to get a guy to.
Oh no! As Corsini seems to be down.
Well, and he got. We're going to step away here, ladies and gentlemen.
You're watching Wide Receiver Streaming Network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Graham Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongraham.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
And we're back as
looked like Anthony took a pretty hard shot there.
Yeah, took a shot to the back of his leg. Still a little gimpy, but I think he feels like he can get as another throw in. As we have some subs here, so we'll see if maybe that's someone coming in for Corsini. There's the ref noticing. There he is. Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see. Looks like is that James Barnett coming on?
Yeah, probably for McCain. Yep.
Yep, he's coming in for McCain. So yeah, so Corsini, and like I said, we've.
Anthony's tough.
Anthony's a tough kid.
We've seen a lot of toughness tonight. We've seen.
Oh, actually, no, it's Yahir. It's Yahir coming in. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, I apologize.
Sorry, Yahir. But we've seen a lot of toughness from these guys because this is a physical game. This Lewis County team isn't little. They're big guys. They're strong.
Mm-hmm. As we talked about, if you look on the field and just look at the average height, and like I said, unfortunately, my thing doesn't have height on it. But they just look so much. They just look like everyone there is like 5'10" to 6 foot, like the whole team, pretty much.
Right, and we're not getting a whole lot in the way of the calls have kind of been they're letting them be physical. Yeah, and that kind of plays into how Lewis County plays.
Yeah, I think that's been probably to Lewis County's favor to allow a little bit more physicality.
We're not talking about being the favoritism.
No, nothing like that. We're just saying that sometimes when the ref calls a game a certain way, it's more advantageous to some teams than others.
Yes,
and it's not them purposely doing anything. It's just the way they call the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just It's like in basketball, sometimes if you have a ref that calls all touch fouls, well, Bob Huggins would hate that guy because Bob Huggins wants his team to play physical. He wants a guy who's going to allow some physicality and vice versa. Oh, nice job by Chase. Can you hear? Oh. And I think the reason was the goalie was concerned because since it went off his player, I think he was concerned if he picked it up, that might be a handball. considered a back pass. Now, it might have, it might not have, because it was not exactly a perfect back pass. But
here's my thing, though, Steve. Have you, in your entire playing career, how often have you seen a ref actively call a back pass?
Actually, it happened against me once.
Once?
Yep, because I was a goalkeeper. A guy hit off one of my players to hit off similar play, hit it off his leg. Clearly not a pass. Hey, can RCB get this one? Oh.
Well, I have seen it only in glaringly obvious calls.
Yeah, but so my guy, it hit off his thing. I mean, went opposite direction, but went back to me. I picked it up. They said handball, and I was the goalkeeper in the box.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he goes, oh, because he kicked it. I was like, but he was trying to kick it the other way, and he mishit it. No, it's still a pass. That's what they told me. It was Summersville, so I guess in Summersville that's. Or was that Oak Hill? It's either Summersville or Oak Hill. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, so that did happen to me once. But so I can understand why, and maybe it has happened to him before. And so when it's happened once, you're going to be shell shocked about it. Chandler Walls there tries to play it up, and he's going to watch it go out. But like I said, if I were RCB, I'd definitely put some pressure here, try to cut off some options here, see if we can win a ball here deep with 26 minutes to go. And it's like I said, very good contest between, like I said, I'd say two teams that are definitely looking here. Oh wait, I would say they're it was clearly off the Lewis County player, and I think the side ref pointed for Lewis County, but the main judge, who does have the final call, and it was the right call. It clearly was off the Lewis County player. It wasn't even a judgment call. So it was a throw for RCB. Carson tries to turn there. As here comes Chase Davis.
We have. I keep saying we. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. RCB.
There's some. There was definitely a foul there. As it's probably that's going to be on. It looks like it's going to be on Gabbert there. And that is. It's going to be. Lewis County's going to get the ball right around half field. So 25 minutes to go. RCB has a couple subs at the table here. Looks
like Luke, and I can't tell who the other is.
Well, let's see. Oh, Caleb. Rosie tries to. Good job by Chandler Walls there to. Was that Chandler? I think that was Chandler. To stop that, and because unfortunately Rosie made a little bit of a misplay there, but fortunately Chandler was able to at least knock it out for. That's McCain. Looks like McCain.
Okay.
All right, so RCB's comes back. It's gonna. Here comes long ball in. Oh, what a save by Wyatt Crislip. Because that was a very well struck ball, not a ton of pace. And I think that was why he was able to get to it, but it was very well. It was not put with a ton of pace, but it was placed extremely well
and a great dive was right.
Yeah. So obviously, if they had a little bit more pace, that's a goal. But fortunately for RCB, that was just slow enough that Wyatt could get to it. But still, fantastic save by Wyatt and a good effort by Lewis County. As like I said, we talk about their height, and I think that's one of the times when we've seen it. Because for the most part, I'll be honest with you, if we won a header in our boxes, it's been Caden Minn's been winning those for us. Well, and Caden Minn's obviously as tall, if not taller, than a lot of the guys on Lewis County, so he can kind of compete. But if you look at our back line, I mean, this is the outside Caden Minn, they seem to be a little bit taller than our other.
And it's kind of surprising that Caden's coming out.
Caden is coming out, so probably get him a break here.
A breather. I mean, he has been a worker all
season. I mean, look, the fact is, we talk about, the fact is we have a lot of guys we have a lot of depth, but usually the one place we technically usually have a lot of people play a lot of minutes is our defense. Our back four tends to be.
Well, and
that's pretty typical for most teams. Usually, most teams don't play a lot.
Well, because a lot of when you pick a back four, you're picking a lot of your best endurance athletes.
Yep.
And a lot of your guys that are strong and can go and go in these efforts.
And as guys play defense, you got you got a lot of endurance and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's not like a midfielder where you have to go down and back as much. So you're not having to run as much as maybe and if you do a good job with your body positioning, you don't have to be as fast as say as a forward to try to get around people. Bradley Burnett does a good job of fighting there. And it's a throw-in. He learns a throw-in.
Great hustle from Brad.
And let's see, is that Eli Knotts coming in, I believe?
Looks like Eli Knotts. Looks like, I can't tell who the...
A.J. Carver.
A.J. Carver getting some time. Okay.
Yeah, so the freshman there, A.J. Carver, and Eli Knotts getting a little time as Bradley Burnett and Yahir Dominguez will check out.
Man. I'm still hoping and praying for a Yahir goal, but we'll see tonight.
Yep. He's played really hard. I mean, a lot of kids have. Like I said, we talked about LeVake. He's definitely put a good shift tonight.
I thought LeVake has. I really think McCain has put in a really good shift.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, McCain almost was able to turn that one there, but it's cleared away.
I think Chase Davis has turned in a sneaky good shift.
Nice job by Eli Knotts hustling back there. That was good. Good job by Rosie to win that ball back while going backwards. Fortunately for RCB, that they could not connect that pass, and that will go out with about 21 minutes to go. As it's still 0-0. Robert C. Byrd
and the Minutemen.
AJ here getting some playing time, the freshman. As nice job getting it from Luke McCarr to McCain. He went for it, and like I said, just missed. But like I said, there's a reason why this.
One of those passes is going to connect. One of them is going to connect.
But it is. There's a when you're taking on a team that, like I said, they've only given up 1 goal in 5 games. That they're going to make that. You're going to have to really be impressive with that pass to get around them. Because if it were easy, a lot of teams would have done it to them by now. But obviously they haven't because it's not.
Well, and they, especially this. I think the far side 3 are really in sync.
Yep.
They are really, and I think maybe it's a case of this guy on the near side. Or the way they designed the system is a little bit more disjointed in what he's doing.
Yep. Oh, nice pass there. Can Carver, A.J. Carver has the ball at his feet. Just couldn't. And that's going to be off of, I believe, Chase Davis, and it will be a throw for Lewis County. Oh, and that's a high kick. Yep. And Chase Davis. Nas, that just needs to keep that leg down there. I mean, all you got to do is just
turn around because he's going to take this quick.
Yep, but I mean, the idea there is that if you're chased, you just got to use your body and just try to run through the ball with your head and hope. I know, like I said, these guys are very physical, but you just can't lead your rates. Fortunately for RCB, once it will not hurt them as it goes over the bar, but you just got to be careful with that. Looks like nice job Chandler getting it out of there. Can AJ win it?
It's interesting that we've seen.
Okay. Oh, McCain. Oh, I don't
think that was on purpose.
No, I think that was he might have gotten him, but I don't even think I thought he got the ball, but maybe he didn't. But he's talking to Jackson. But like I said, it looked like I thought he might have gotten the ball.
I thought he did too, but I didn't.
And I get it. He might have gotten him in a bad area, and I could completely understand that because the way he went down, it looked like maybe he got him in that one spot that, But
we all know.
We all know. Like I said, we're not going to talk about it. We just know.
Well, that's how we're going to stop talking.
but
but at the same time, it's an interesting
It's kind of interesting that he talked to because like I said, I think we've had harder fouls.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
Have not gotten
I think we've had a lot harder fouls
from both teams that have not had a talking to. Because while it may look worse because of where it hit, it just wasn't. It wasn't like that bad. And here comes some more substitutions for RCB.
Well, and I was going to say, I think
it's like Bradley's coming back. Is that
Isaiah
Levaque is coming back in, I believe, and Isaiah.
I think that Coach Min gave a couple of the guys a real blow.
Yep.
Because so they can, in this final 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
We can up the pressure again because that we've kind of backed off.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think that's what he's trying to do here. Is he's realizing that look, and, but like I said, the one thing you can say is Lewis County has not done I mean, maybe I've missed it, but it hasn't seemed like they've subbed a ton. Like maybe there have been subs. Don't get me wrong, but compared to RCB, it seems like RCB is subbing probably 3 to 4 players for every player that Lewis County subs in.
Right.
So definitely RCB has more guys to.
Well, and you hope in the final 10 that freshness is a benefit.
But like I said, this team is probably used to that, and they've played a lot of deep teams as well. So it's not like, once again, a giveaway there. And they're going to call a foul though on Lewis County.
Well, and
the Lewis County player is down.
And then we got a guy talking to the ref here, having a little
Well, he's got a captain's armband on, probably asking what the call was, which is fair if he is if he is the captain, and as long as he's respectful.
Yeah.
So 17 minutes to go. RCB and Lewis County still tied 0-0 with 17 minutes left. As I say, there's that Griffith with winning.
Great little stop from Carson coming back here.
Yep. Ooh. And
great call from Wyatt.
And good job by Chandler to use his body just to slow up the Lewis County guy enough so that Wyatt could get that ball.
Yeah.
And there's a good punt for Wyatt Crislip. Can Levaque keep it in? And it looks like he just hit it off his side, and it's going to go out for a throw into. Here comes
Levaque back.
No, Levaque's still in there.
McCain.
That's that. Hold on. Let's see who's that coming in. It's Davis. Chase Davis coming in for Bradley Burnett.
Okay.
So, but yeah, 16 minutes to go. Chase Davis comes back in for Bradley Burnett to try to get. Chase has played a lot of minutes tonight, so got itself up low, and so is Bradley. So good to see that. Luke's trying to stay on the back there. Does a good job of not allowing Griffith to turn. Good job by.
And that's
Corsini.
A clean. No!
He got the ball.
No. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because
because the guy goes down. Look, as a defender, I can tell you there's times I went down. It was not a foul. It was not. It was the guy. It was a complete clean play. He either slide tackled me or maybe he kicked the ball. He kicked the ball through me, kind of like you kick the ball and it hits right off you and you go down. It happens, but that doesn't mean that I went down. Means that the play was a foul. But anyways, here comes a throw in here for Lewis County. Oh, but a little bit of miscommunication. But fortunately, Wyatt Crislip there was able to clean that up. Wyatt, because we're going to get a break there. Looks like Wyatt might be cramping there.
Got to get the pickle juice.
Get the pickle juice out. Yeah. Who was it? It looks like looks like both teams are going to go take a water break, so we're going to take a break. You're watching the Robert C. Byrd Streaming Network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back here after the water break. Listen, we said this a little off air. I am absolutely here for once a game, a water break.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think, especially like very smart managers, very smart coaches, take advantage of it, and do the right thing.
And look, like I said, both teams have, could definitely use one. It's with the sun out, it's not as warm, but still kind of warm. Though this week, as the week goes on, it looks like we're going to start getting out of this low 80s to more to 70 to more 70s, which will be nice. So that'll help things out. Looks like on Friday when the boys take on Notre Dame, it's going to be more like in the low 70s when they play, which will be nice for them. As Corsini tries to play it through, can Gabbert save it? He can. But
I think, and I kind of would have liked to see Anthony take the pass a little faster there.
Yeah.
He kind of waited on it, and if he had just taken the touch and put it into space for Isaiah, he could have moved a little bit.
Here comes them the other way. Good job, Chandler.
Ooh.
But here comes again Chandler. But Chandler once again will win another head ball. Look at Chandler, nice hustle by him.
Senior defensive play.
I don't think he's come out all game, and look at that hustle.
And he put them in a good place, and he got a good person up farther forward.
Yeah, as McCain tries to play it through to looks like LeVake, but could not make.
Well, he instead of putting it into stride, he kind of put it into his feet.
Yeah,
and sometimes that's tough. It's not easy to
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to figure out what to do in that spot because and then here comes another ball through. Here comes the goalkeeper for Lewis County will cut that off with about 13 minutes to go. Still nothing in this contest.
Yeah.
And nice punt there by the keeper and it's trapped, but fortunately for RCB it's going to go. But good hustle by Lewis County. But there's Carson. Gets it over to Isaiah. Isaiah has some room, so he can look here. He's got Carson. Oh, no, sorry, that was Chase. Chase tries to turn.
Well, and Chase is kind of...
Nice job by, Chandler. And unfortunately, just if Isaiah could have headed that in front of him, he had space.
Well, and it coulda, woulda, shoulda is what we've been saying a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think he tried. Obviously, the guy was right there. It's hard to do that. But if he could have found any way, he didn't have to be perfect. If he could have gotten it forward at any angle, there's no one around him in front of him. But gotta get back on defense. Oh, here comes there's a handball. Yep.
Saved by the whistle there.
Yeah, as that last one, there was a handball on Lewis County. Now, it was a good call because RCB, it did hit the arm of the one RCB player, but his arm was tight to his chest. So if it's tight to your chest, it's not a handball because refs understand that you're not going to cut off your arms just to play soccer. So, So 11 and a half minutes to go. Still nothing. As Wyatt Christop does a good job cutting that off. And one there. Can Isaiah Gabbert there?
We have got to get the RCB has got to get something in the final third.
Yep.
We just.
They're getting up there, and they just can't seem to get that through ball. Well, I like what Lewis County is doing. Something that maybe RCB can do is just working it more underneath that final line instead of trying to go through it. Try to attack it.
That's kind of where you want to see somebody like Chase Davis, who's got a good eye.
Mm-hmm. Because what they're doing is here comes and there's another one is a little too hard there. As with about 10:45 left, it's still nothing. As that's going to go off the side of the foot there, But like I said, it's been a lot of traffic here for. It looks like
it's been a lot of
one-way traffic for Lewis County and RCB. If they're going to have any chance here, they're going to have to start getting the ball on the other end and holding it because they've had their opportunities when the ball's been over there, and then it's just like it's something like that play like there where it gets up
great
there.
By
McCain
Rosie.
and great job by Rosie.
But it's like we're constantly, like Bird is constantly looking for the home run
ball, and they need to just hold it a little bit because Lewis County's doing a good job of getting that ball, passing it to someone underneath our defense between our midfielder and our defense, and then using that space to then there it is.
Great ball from Luke Macara. And a great centering pass, just couldn't get it there.
Can McCain pass it back to Isaiah? It stays in. But if I were talking to Isaiah there, Isaiah take that shot.
Great step from Luke Macara too, right there.
But
just a little too long to try and get that through. But that's a good little passage of play for us.
Yeah, that was. Like I said, if I always like the unselfish player, but in that case, Isaiah Gabbert, you take that shot. If you're outside, if you're toward the top of the 18 and you got space, you got to take that shot. Unless there's like a wide open guy standing in front of you, you just got to blast it and make that keeper make a play.
For sure.
Is there a say? They're saying there was a okay. There it is. Lewis County 7.
Yeah, the kid from Lewis County was like kind of.
I think he was there, and then the ref, and then he was talking to his coach for a second, maybe getting some last second instructions, and then he stepped away, and then that happens sometimes. But 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Nice little 1-2 for Lewis County, and Chandler Walls does a good job of. But once again, there's Lewis County there to get that ball underneath.
Great stop from Isaiah.
Yeah, Gabbert though gets it to Chase Davis. Chase. Little too far on the touch.
Oh.
And Isaiah Gabbert's called for the foul.
I don't know.
So about 8 minutes to go. Another great opportunity here for the Minutemen as they try to break this scoreless tie. Let's see, that's number 7. That's nice job catching that. Keller Bennett was there. A nice job by White Chrislip to get that one. And long ball. It's going to come off the back there of Lewis County, and that will go out for a throw. And then this is an opportunity for RCB on their side, on the Lewis County side of the field, with possession.
But you got to be smart about it. You got to be smart about how you do that. You move
okay, there you go. Now Luke has the ball there. Okay, there it is. Kenny, he's trying to get it to Chase Davis. It was a good run, but once again, it's very hard to hit those like 30-yard diagonal balls.
Right.
And especially this keeper's been really on top of his game. Any balls like that, if he can get to it, he's been good about getting out there. So.
Well, and he's got to be. He's got to be. Both sides are very quick. Great defense there.
Good job by Chandler. And tries to get to Luke. Luke does.
He kept it in.
It's as they're going to say that ball must have had a tip over the line. I still don't like that. I wish they go back to all ball. I mean, it seems kind of silly to have any part of the ball go over the line and it's out.
Well, and ooh.
I think there's not. There's a guy right on your back if you're Caleb, and
he made a choice.
He made a choice, and it wasn't a bad choice. You would have liked to see if he could have gotten it up the field and at least out to maybe a throw in, but he couldn't miss it, and so
absolutely.
So hopefully now, like I said, Mark Hard, they've done a better job the last couple times in the air, so. Good job by Gabbert there to kind of flash in front of the guy to force him to. So Rosie does a good job of winning that there, and McCain's
a little bit of miscommunication, but just that final ball.
What a slide tackle by Chase Davis! That's a slide tackle you better get if you're going to get it, but he did.
You better get it. That was one you saw coming.
Yeah,
you saw coming a mile away, and you just hold your breath because you're like, oh, if he mistimes this.
That's a card.
Yes.
If you don't get that ball, that's a card.
But good play there from Luke McCarr. I'm sorry, Caleb. Yanego, I've been destroying his ears as he listens to the game while it's going.
So about 5 minutes to go, and a throw in there. Like I said, I just feel like that having any ball go over the line is just, I just don't like it. But it is what it is, and like I said, everyone calls it the same way, so you can't complain about it. But 5 minutes to go, Lewis County with another opportunity, still scoreless here, as RCB tries to take down the Minutemen. As nice step by Isaiah. Oh, but he couldn't quite get through the second guy. Good job by Anthony. But here comes another chance. Was it? Oh, he keeps ping-ponging around, though. And there's Chandler. Good job by Chandler. Can you get to Carson? Carson.
Great.
Oh, but he was grabbed. Sorry, I just saw the grab, and that you gotta call that.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to slow down the counterattack. It's the Lewis County guy saw it coming, and he grabbed him.
Well, and
it's about 4 minutes to go.
I really want to highlight Anthony tonight.
Oh.
Because I think that where he's asked to be in this kind of defensive destroyer.
So Anthony must have gotten the ball there.
He's played really well.
Yep. But with less than 4 minutes to go, another deep throw in here for Lewis County as they've kept the pressure on. Nice job by Luke there to get it out of there
and to find somebody.
So I think if you're LeVake, though, something to think about is just try to get that ball and hold it.
I kind of would have liked to see Chase kind of try to backspin it down the line there.
Yep. Yeah. Try to one thing I would recommend. Try to see if you can get that ball more toward the core. Why? Get it so the keeper can't use his hands.
Good save.
Good save by Wyatt Crislip. It's going to go out for a corner, but obviously you need to make that save with 3 minutes to go. He's going to try to go quick because they've got some numbers here.
Right, and he's got somebody in the back post.
Heads
up in the back post.
It's a Lucas. Nice job, Caden Min.
Caden Min has been a standing tower tonight.
Yeah.
He has been the aerial duel monster for sure.
Yep. As Rosie does a good job there winning that. Playing it off the Lewis County player, as it looks like, is that Bradley Burnett? Bradley coming back in for Luke Macara, as with about 2.5 minutes to go. RCB and Lewis County still knotted 0-0.
Overall, this has been a really great game.
It has. I think both teams have shown signs of quality. Nice job by Anthony. Good step by Carson, and it's going to go out for a corner. It's going to go out for a corner there, as with about less than 2 minutes to go, another opportunity here for the Minutemen.
RCB has got to get out of its own end.
Yeah, they're taking way too much pressure right now. They need to find a way to. And the ball, the Lewis County player was there, but he just couldn't quite get around to it. And nice job by
great step by Caden Min. LeVake's got it.
And Caden, and that's going to be Alpha of Lewis County. And it's going to be a throw in for RCB with about 1:15 left. Chase Davis is going to try to juggle there. And he's going to play it up. It's still in. It's still in. Can McCain? It's going to stay in. LeVake can he get to it? He can. Can he take a shot, young man? Oh, there we go. Go on, Chase. Ah! Just off to the side there is what the best opportunity RCB's had in a while. There is.
You got to put that on frame.
As Carson Bennett there is going to get it over to Chase. Chase is going to try to give it back to Carson. Can Carson create something here? Good last-ditch defending there by the Lewis County player with 30 seconds to go as they try to counterattack. as Corsini there with the man on his back. Nice job clearing it out there by Caden Min. Because one thing you want to do is get it. There we go, and that's off of him. It's a throw in. Wait a second. Who's it? No, it's a throw in for 7 seconds to go. All right, as 3, 2, 1, and this game is over, and that will be a 0-0 tie for RCB against a really good Lewis County team. As this is the first time Lewis County has not won this season, so now they fall to 5-0-1. So this is their first non-win.
That's a big result.
So that's a good result for if you're RCB. Like I said, this team beat Fairmont Senior, and you just took them to their limit. But once again, so the positives: clean sheet. That's 3 clean sheets in a row, and in the last 4 games, the only goal you've given up was when you were 11 on 9 against Bridgeport.
Right.
Bridgeport had 2 extra players,
and you played Bridgeport 11 on 9 to a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, exactly.
If this and I say one of my positives for the game. I always talk about 3 positives.
Yeah.
I saw growth in the attack tonight.
I did too.
I think they're not quite in like tournament shape.
No.
But I think that we saw a lot from Jackson McCain and LeVake and Yahir.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a lot. What's the freshman?
Carver.
Carver, I thought, had a couple good moments there. I think Chase had a really great game.
I agree there.
Sometimes it's difficult to realize why he had a great game.
Yeah.
But he and Carson do a really nice job of keeping the game moving. Yeah. Chase does it in a more subtle way.
Yeah.
I think. Listen, if we got to pick a star of the game, though, I think I want to give my hat off to Anthony.
Yep.
Especially after that red card.
Yep.
I thought he played hard tonight.
Yes.
And as always, that back line.
Chandler
Walls, Rosie, Brad. Rosie had a tough assignment tonight.
All right, how about this? I'm just looking at it. I think that Bennett and Griffith, those are probably 2 all-state players that Lewis County has at the front. At least, maybe not first team, but they're going to be on one of the teams. They're going to be the first, second, third, or maybe at worst honorable mention. But they're in that comp.
An all-state team. Yeah,
they're all-staters, and so you can see why they're so good. When you have 2 all-staters up front, that's going to make you very dangerous, and so
for sure.
But once again, RCB able to shut them down, because I do think RCB probably has one of the best back lines in the state.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Period. Yeah.
I think that, and you know what? At the beginning of the season, there was a little chatter about Rosie playing left back.
Yeah.
And a little chatter, if I were Caleb Roselius, I'd put my finger to my lips on an Instagram post or something, because he shut me up.
Yeah.
Not that I love Rosie, but just the questions that I might have had.
Yeah.
Caleb has played lights out.
He's played great, and like I said, we talked about the positives. Last 4 games, you've given up 1 goal, and that was when down 11-9. The one negative, though, that's 4 games, 1 goal offensively, and that's
your goal was for a set piece by your goalie.
So that's just something that now part of that is the level of competition you're taking on. Mm-hmm. Maybe, hopefully when we face some of the teams that don't have the back lines that we've been seeing consistently, like Bridgeport's and Winfield's and East Fairmont's, and tonight with Lewis County, who, like I said, they've given up 1 goal in 5 games.
Yeah.
So this was not a back line that, how about this? Having a clean sheet for them is just like Tuesday for them. That's what they do. So
and now I think one of the things that you saw tonight that I'm encouraged by.
Yeah.
It's not where it needs to be, but I would be super encouraged if I was Coach Min. Is we are 70% of the field.
Yes.
Chase and that Isaiah Chase Carson group really has found a rotation, because they know that they've got Anthony back there protecting them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The three, they found a little. It felt like they found a little bit more freedom, but we just don't have someone who said, "Hey, I'm gonna take the final 10 yards, final 15 yards by the scruff of the neck and get you the ball, or get the ball in the net myself."
Yeah, and that's something that they're just gonna have to work on and try to find as the year goes on. Like I said, maybe somebody will. And like I said, we're about only halfway through the season, and you just need to find that person by sectional time.
For sure.
And you still got some big games coming up, and so definitely will be something to look forward to.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. For the Robert C. Burns Streaming Network, I'm Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
We'll see you on Friday night for the girls and the boys.